For 3,650 days, she kept one old phone alive. She never turned it off. She never answered new calls. She only waited. And when the screen finally lit up, it was not a hello. It was a truth that broke everything. Her name is Maya. She is 26. She lives in a small apartment on the 4th floor. Her room is quiet. Her walls are bare. She works at a local bakery. She wakes up at 5. She makes bread. She smiles at the customers. But her eyes are always tired. 10 years ago, she was 16. A boy named Leo stood at the train station. He held her hand. He gave her a cheap black phone. He told her to keep it safe. He said he would go to another country to find work. He promised he would send one message when he could finally return. He said, "Wait for me." Maya believed him. She kept the phone charged every night. She checked it every morning. 10 years passed. The phone never lit up. But she never deleted his number. She never moved forward. She felt stuck in a quiet loop of hope and fear. Years turned into a long stretch of grey days. Maya's friends moved away. They got married. They had children. They asked her to come to parties. She always said no. She stayed home. She stared at the screen. The battery icon turned green. She plugged it in again. One winter, a heavy snow fell. The power went out for 2 days. Maya sat on the floor in the dark. She held the phone close to her chest. She felt cold, but she felt a strange fear too. What if the battery died? What if the old phone stopped working forever? She could not let that happen. She ran to a neighbor's house. She borrowed a charger. She walked back through the snow. Her shoes were wet. Her hands were red. She saved the phone. She told herself it was worth it. Spring came. Maya found a small envelope in her mailbox. It had no return address. She opened it. Inside was a blank white card. On the back, someone wrote one word: soon. Her heart beat fast. She ran outside. The street was empty. Who left the note? Was it Leo? Or was it just a cruel joke? She started to doubt. Her sister visited one afternoon. She saw the old phone on the table. She sighed. She told Maya to throw it away. She said Leo forgot her. She said love does not wait in the dark. Maya cried that night. But the next morning, she charged the phone again. She could not stop. The doubt grew heavier. One evening, a strange number called her. She picked up fast. A soft voice asked, "Is this Maya?" She said yes. The voice went silent. The call dropped. She called back. The number was dead. Her hands shook. Was he watching her? Was he testing her? Or was the phone just broken? She felt a deep pull between hope and pain. She wanted to run, but her feet stayed still. She kept waiting. She stopped going out. She stopped answering messages. She only watched the clock. She only watched the screen. The days felt like heavy stones. The nights felt like endless water. She held on to a promise that never arrived. The exact 10-year mark arrived. The date was on the calendar in red ink. Maya woke up early. She made coffee. She placed the black phone in the center of the table. She sat down. She watched the clock. The hands moved slowly. The minutes passed. Nothing happened. She felt a heavy sadness in her chest. She thought it was finally over. Then, a soft buzz broke the quiet. The screen lit up. A new message appeared. She touched it with shaking fingers. It was not from Leo. It was from a name she did not know. The text said, "Check the floorboard under your bed. He is home." Maya froze. She did not understand. She stood up. She walked to her bedroom. She dropped to her knees. She pushed the loose wooden board aside. A small metal box was hidden there. She had never seen it before. She opened it. Inside was a stack of old tickets. They were train tickets. All of them had her name. All of them were for the same date. 10 years ago. Leo never left. He stood at the station. He watched her family car drive away. Her parents took her to a new school in another city. They never told her the truth. They hid his number in the box. They told her he went abroad. They wanted her to focus on her studies. They thought a young romance would hold her back. The message was not from Leo. It was from her older brother. He found the truth years later. He finally had the courage to send it. He wanted her to know the past. Maya sat on the floor. The tickets fell from her hands. The whole story changed. He did not abandon her. Her own family did. Maya stood up fast. She grabbed her coat. She ran down the stairs. The street was bright and loud. Cars passed. People walked. She did not see them. She only saw one place. The old train station. It was still open. She walked there with heavy steps. Her breath came fast. She pushed through the glass doors. The main hall looked different. It had new signs, new seats. But one bench stayed the same. A man sat there. He wore a simple grey jacket. His face was older. His hair was dark. But his eyes were the same. He looked at the floor. He held a small paper cup. Maya stopped a few feet away. Her throat felt tight. She could not speak. He looked up. His eyes widened. He dropped the cup. Coffee spilled. He stood up slowly. He walked toward her. He stopped when he was close. He did not hug her. He did not touch her. He just looked at her face. He asked if she was real. She nodded. Tears fell from her cheeks. She told him everything. She told him about the phone. She told him about the box. She told him about the long wait. He shook his head. He said he waited too. He came to the station every weekend. He looked at every woman who walked by. He hoped. But he never called. He was afraid he would ruin her new life. He thought she forgot him. They stood there in the middle of the crowd. 10 years of silence broke in one moment. The air felt heavy but clean. The truth was out. They were both tired, but they were both free. Maya and Leo walked out of the station together. They did not speak much at first. They walked along the river path. The water moved slow. The sun set low. They sat on a wooden dock. They talked about small things. They talked about food. They talked about music. They laughed softly. It felt strange but good. The weight was gone. Maya went home that night. She did not plug in the old phone. She left it on the shelf. It did not need to charge anymore. She deleted his number from the memory. It was not a goodbye. It was a release. She called her brother. She thanked him for the note. She called her parents. She told them she knew the truth. They cried on the line. They apologized. Maya forgave them slowly. Life did not go back to normal. It moved forward. She started taking evening classes. She met new friends. She saw Leo on Sundays. They had coffee. They took walks. They rebuilt a new connection from the old promise. The sad wait was over. The quiet room was loud with life. Waiting can feel like love. But sometimes it is just fear. Truth can hurt for a moment, but lies will hurt for a lifetime. Do not let the past steal your today. Speak the quiet words. Ask the hard questions. The answer you wait for is often closer than you think. Have you ever waited years for an answer that finally changed your life? Or did you choose to let go and move on? Tell me your story in the comments. I read every single one.